Today I'm going to be building easy to make wooden boxes out of this old shelving unit. It's got really nice pine shelves that I'm going to be upcycling. The cabinet itself is a bit damaged and I don't think I can reuse that, but I'm going to be reusing these. Okay, let's get to it and let's make some boxes. I'm tidying up the ends and cutting these off so that they're nice and square to get rid of the little notches. I'm clamping this board down and using my hand saw to make sure that I'm going to get a perfect right angle. Now I'm going to measure 30 centimetres. I'm cutting 30 centimetres off each end of the board, and these will be the ends of the boxes. And then the longer section will be the sides of the boxes. Where the wood is slightly split from sawing it, I'm going to make sure that that's going to be on the inside of the box so you don't see it. I'm using 6 centimetre screws. I'm screwing 6 screws partially into this bit of wood. This will make sure it's easier when attaching the end and the sides together.
Okay, just screwed these in, ready to go in.
I'm holding it quite firmly and making sure this is exactly in the right position for screwing it together. I'm now putting this on the ground just to get a little bit more extra leverage. You can really get your body weight onto it to make sure the sides are in exactly the right position. Okay, now to do another box. I'm doing the same as before where I'm cutting the ends first and then the long sections for the sides. This time I'm drilling pilot holes. As on the last box, it's slightly split when screwing it together. Now to do the other end. Changing over my drill bit to the screwdriver attachment. Again, I'm going to make sure that the splintered side of this is going to go on the inside so it's hidden. I'm pushing the end and the sides together firmly and then screwing this in position. Once you've got one together, it's so much easier to get all the other ones in. Again, the splintered bit is going on the inside. This bit is slightly warped, so I'm pushing it down with my hand to flatten it out. Okay, now for the end. I'm measuring out now for the base. I've got 2 bits of pallet wood that I'm going to be using for the base. I'm measuring and marking them out together to make sure that they're going to be exactly the same length. Now I'm cutting these. I'm going to screw pilot holes just like I did for the sides, just to make it easier and so the wood doesn't split. I've drilled 6 holes on each piece of wood, 2 either end and 2 on the sides. Okay, now to screw these on. I'm using these 4 centimetre screws. You don't need to countersink the screws. I'm just going to make sure I'm going to screw these in far enough so the heads are flush and flat with the base. It may need a little bit of adjusting, so I'm unscrewing and then screwing these back in again to make sure they're exactly in the right position. Great, that's that done. That's a nice big deep box that I can store large items in. I'm using one indoors that I'm going to store large files in. That's going to be in my industrial looking room. Here's another box I made in a previous video. You can see the pallet wood base here. The dark screws look quite good against the pine too. I've managed to make 3 big boxes out of these pine shelves. 2 of them I'm using in my shed to store tools in. And you can see the other boxes that I've made previously. It keeps everything out of the way and nice and neat. And they look quite industrial, matching the shed theme. Well, that's it. That's another job done. That's how you can make easy wooden crates. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for some more DIY videos.